It was almost immediate. The Montauk scientists got together to plan for their next course of action, of trying to shut down the Montauk Project. After the military stormed in and took over the Montauk facility and technology and used it for their own projects that were classified. They never disclosed what their interests were on Mars or what they discovered. It became clear all the information the scientists gave to the military, they possibly used it to create their own facility, much like Camp Hero in Montauk. They possibly created portal technology, time travel and teleportation. But none of this can be proven. What was proven is that the military was weaponizing everything the Montauk scientists created and using it for their own, off-the-books black projects. The Montauk scientists were not going to continue to work on these projects for the military-industrial complex if they were going to weaponize what they created for their own agendas. Because the military controlled everything at the Montauk facility, some scientists speculated the military secretly put hidden cameras and sound devices so they can see and hear everything that goes on in the facility, but this could not be proven. The only way they knew how to shut down the project is from within. They knew the military would be watching their every move, as they already did 24/7. The only way they knew how to shut down the project and the facility was from the project itself. It would be a costly sacrifice to the facility, the people who worked there, and the technology. But the Montauk scientists knew if the facility wasn't shut down, more young boys would be used in these projects, and the military would continue to exploit the facility and its research and development for their interests. The scientists believed it would be a much-needed high sacrifice for a greater good. That greater good would be to shut down the Montauk Project for good. They brainstormed ideas. They decided the only way they could put an end to the project is during an experiment being used with the Montauk Chair. Maybe whoever would be sitting in the chair could create an anomaly or creature or some sort of event that would in some way shut down the facility or make it inoperable for the time being. The head scientist agreed. This would be the objective if they didn't want anything leaked to the military. They would do a project and go about doing it as usual like any other day, but this time the boy sitting in the chair would manifest something from the portal that would shut down the facility. The head scientist spoke to one of their older, more seasoned boys who has traveled to many places through space and time. The scientist told the boy it is time to end the research and development going on at this facility. The boy would play a very important role in this. The boy didn't know what was going on. He thought maybe this is their next objective from the military higher-ups. He didn't know he would play an integral part in shutting down the facility. But the head scientist made it clear to keep these plans unto themselves, so intel about their plans wouldn't leak back to the military. The plans were set. Everything was a go. The boy sat in the chair. The head scientist said a code word. Then, out of nowhere, a large dark creature appeared, started causing chaos to the base. Military security ran in and fired multiple shots at the creature, but their Beretta handguns did little to no damage. The creature ran around the facility, breaking equipment, damaging and running through offices, laboratories, tearing up machines and computers, while injuring facility personnel. It is unknown if the creature killed or seriously injured anyone. The military security tried their best to subdue the creature, but it was too fast, too chaotic, easily pushing and throwing facility personnel out of its way of chaos and destruction. Eventually, the creature escaped the facility. This image below shows a supposed image of the creature as it escaped the facility into the woods. The bigger mystery to this story is, What happened to the Montauk Monster? If this operation took place and this cryptid creature manifested out of this portal, who or what put it down or captured it? Some of the Montauk scientists believed in their future interviews and writings that the military-industrial complex already knew from their own time travel and teleportation experiments that they knew the creature was coming and somehow put it down in the woods where it escaped to, or created a portal to bring it back to their facility. But regardless of whatever happened that day, according to the official story, the Montauk Monster ended the Montauk Projects. Our research leads us to believe any further experiments and any information about what further took place during the Montauk Projects ended after the Montauk Monster experience. As years went by, several whistleblowers who were involved in the time travel experiments, such as Stuart Swerdlow and Al Balick, explain how they were abused, manipulated with rewards, or brainwashed and mind-controlled to partake in these experiments. Even though there is still little proof of the Montauk Projects at the old military base in Camp Hero, New York, with many internet sleuths with their own cameras doing their own investigations, the many whistleblowers involved in the Montauk Project, stories have never changed throughout the years. The stories of what they have been through, time travel, teleportation, even visiting other worlds, is entirely up to you to believe. Our research leads us to believe that this hidden metaphysical science is real, and proven more and more every day by mainstream scientists. In our next episodes, we will be digging deeper into these sciences and the clandestine, top-secret black projects our government secretly engages in all the time up into this day. Until then.